Welcome to Onewheel Underground Circuit, the Uno.
What's going on,
What
Ben?
up, Soulrider?
Another episode.
Woo! All right, the Uno Onewheel Underground Racing Circuit. We're back. Okay,
man.
so we got a lot to cover, as usual. We have a couple special guests. We're going to go over the standings. So, yeah, let's get into it. All right, what's up, everybody? We got some special guests here. The Hawaiians. We got Addo and Logan. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing great. Loving life. Giving thanks.
Nice. Thanks for joining us. Of course, we got Soulrider here, too. How's it going, Soulrider?
Good. I'm doing good. I'd be doing better in Hawaii, I think, but I'm doing good.
Yeah. Well, we all have a reason to go out to Hawaii now, because now we have a Hawaiian circuit, right? So,
Nice.
how about you guys tell us about that a bit?
Yes, sir. So we saw Soulrider over there in Arkansas at the Dirt Surfer event, and we were talking story, and he said, brought up the idea, hey, do one in Hawaii. And I was like, man, I didn't know we had more time. I didn't know it was an option, but since it is, let's go.
Nice.
So as soon as we got back from, what was the last race we went to? Seek and Shred. We've been jumping on airplanes almost every weekend since we've been home, trying to get Oahu and Maui segments recorded on Strava. It's been super fun just taking those adventures too as a family and just setting the segments. Really, like throwing Maui was just a shot in the dark. There's no like float crew or any kind of like ambassador out there. I did find a one girl that's going to help us out though. And so we had to really just go blind into Maui and made some segments on just a weekend trip, which was awesome. And then Oahu actually has like a really cool, whole like Hawaii float sessions and Aloha Onewheel, Mingles, like all these guys are holding it down out there. They got a really strong one-wheel crew. So it was really easy to go hook up with them, and they already had picked out a few trails to show us and just wanted the approval. So we went out there on just a day trip, came back, left the morning, came back the night, and set up 4 segments in Oahu just this weekend. So that was awesome.
Nice. Okay,
That's
yeah,
what it's
like,
all about right there.
give us a rundown of, because it's multiple islands, right? So you mentioned Maui, Oahu. So, like, you got to travel from island to island. Tell us how many segments there are total and, like, how many on each island.
Yeah, so we got 4 main islands on the Hawaiian chain, and we're using 3 of them, the most popular ones, obviously. So Big Island, which is our home island where we are now, we got 5 segments, and most of those are in Volcano National Park, and they're actually sanctioned like mountain bike segments, so we're all clear on those segments, and they're really fun. It was challenging because we really don't have single track out here. And one of my friends who knows the park really well was like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna let you in on some of these trails." So shout out to Leo the Flame because he showed us those trails, and we ended up getting 2 segments right in Volcano National Park, and then one that's right down the street from the park, still in the park grounds. And then the other segments in South Kona, Deep South Kona, and Ocean View, which is also a satellite of the Volcano National Park. It's like a small park. It's like 2 hours away from the main park, but it's still considered a national park area. And that one's also a sanctioned mountain bike trail, Palm Trail. Super technical. This one's like a more of an open lane, not a single track. So people are going to be able to find their lines and try to get the fastest line, but not too much speed on that one. Fast forwarding through the trails, I set one up north in Kohala, which is at the airport over there, and it's called the Airport Sprint, which is just a short segment of one of our favorite places to ride on the island, which has a bunch of old dirt bike trails, so we like to ride out there. And then popping over to Maui, we got, which is actually Makawao Forest Reserve, and they have a whole mountain bike park up there. So we picked the best downhill segment that actually has berms and some tabletops and like almost like a Bentonville-esque, kind of scene going on, but way less maintained. and way more sketchy.
Nice.
So that's gonna be fun. Made 2 segments out of like a super long trail over there. I think the first one's like just running it to record was like 10 minutes, and then the second one was like 4 minutes.
Okay.
Made 2 trails there, and then honestly, like Maui was, I was like, man, we're just gonna have like 2 or 3 trails here at this Makawao bike preserve, but luckily we did a little searching and a little research, and you know, God showed us the way. And I found these actually secret trails that were back behind this abandoned golf course. So that's the rest of the trails on Maui. And then, like I said, Oahu was kind of picked out by the crew over there, which is this really magical spot where you can go kick back for the day. And there's all these trails on right behind this beach, right at Turtle Bay on Oahu's North Shore. And then before, we actually borrowed some boards before we went up there. So shout out to Float Oahu for letting me and John Capono borrow some boards. And he actually had a bike, or like a mountain bike trail, horse trail, just 10 minutes from where we picked up the boards. And I had seen it on Trail Forks, and I asked him, what about this trail? And he goes, oh, you might like that one, brother. Go hit that one. You might like that one. So we're like, okay. So before we went North Shore the other day, we went and hit this one. I think it's Monawili Gulch or Manaili Gulch. And it's a nice 10-minute or 2, which is like a really cool single track, nice dirt trail, which is super. On the Big Island, we get no dirt trails.
Yeah.
So we're super blessed on Maui and Oahu to ride some dirt. And out here on the Big Island, we actually do have a couple nice dirt ones too, and then a couple rocky ones for the people.
Oh, that's sick. That sounds fun.
Super.
So anybody out there that wants to do some studying, they're already on the website and they're already starred on the underground account. So it doesn't start until the 15th, correct? We're not
15th, and we bumped it to the 30th ending because I saw a lot of the other ones were ending on the 30th, so we just bumped it to the 30th to end it. Super stoked.
July 30th? 30th of which
No,
month?
September.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say it's only 2 weeks.
Yeah,
so you got a month or 2 to get out there. Oh yeah, that's sick. I want to come out. It sounds fun.
Come out, and then anyone that wants to come to the Big Island or run it, like just hit us up. We have a one-wheel repair shop, and we have a rental shop here on the Big Island. So we do have one wheels for rent, or if you go ride with us, you can just use a board. And come out. We want to encourage anybody to come out. We want to see some pros up there on the board. We can't make this easy for the Stoke Mokes. Come on, guys.
Isn't Floaty out?
Racing against you guys.
Floaty's out in Hawaii right now, right? Or he just was?
Bro,
did he hit anyone?
Totally unplanned. He was in Oahu when we just went this last Sunday.
Yeah, nice.
It was crazy. I was like, Floaty McFly, no way, bro.
Good stuff. So
how long is he going to be over there? Do you know? Is he going to be there till the 15th to put?
Nah, he's actually leaving on Wednesday to go to San Jose.
Yeah, he's coming back.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's got to be back.
Reminder, we got the San Jose races. You guys are coming back out to the mainland for that, right?
Yeah, we're coming out. We just got the sad email though that even 14 and under 14 can't even race. There's not a category for them, so we didn't know that when we bought all our tickets and bought Airbnbs, but just got an email today. We're refunding your ORL, submission. No one under 14's racing. We're going what?
That's
so now I guess that. Yeah, it is messed up, and that's really the main reason we go is for these guys. But I guess Dad's just got to get it.
Yeah. Well, at least you
hit all the North stuff, so I mean, it's not. You could still enjoy it, but you guys already put times on everything, so.
Well, Future Motion might say the kids can't race, but Underground will never say that. So hit the underground tracks, guys. All right. So let's cover the standings. You guys have hit a bunch of the tracks in the north, right? Let's just start off with your favorites. Ada, what's your favorite trail that you hit in the north so far?
Hoots, for sure. Nevada City Hoots.
Nice. Like, what'd you like about it?
Definitely the downhill and all the zigzags. That's probably the sweetest part. Pretty dusty down there.
Yeah, it's dry. It's not like Hawaii, right?
No.
And Logan, what about you? What's your favorite trail you hit so far?
Man, the one that was like super crazy, and it's definitely not my favorite one, but was that San Francisco one, like passing like packs of dogs and like old ladies and stuff, like cut your throat. But
That's got to be the most crowded one, I think, right?
Yeah, that one was crazy, and I actually got the crown for a minute, so that was exciting. But no, I would have to say, like, that Hoot, and I mean, all of them have been sweet. Fort Ort, actually, I'm going with Fort Ort.
Yeah.
Monterey was sick. I like that. It reminded me almost of Florida too, because we were out there running the South Flow, and it had that kind of that hard sand, but like that little soft layer, but hard underneath. Like,
yeah.
That's like almost my favorite track to ride.
Yeah, Monterey was fun. That dirt is soft.
And by the way, I see your names all over all the circuits, and obviously you came up on SoFlo. I see you guys on there. I think Addo's like right on the verge of maybe getting an invite for the finals through there, if depending on injuries and things like that. You guys have obviously rode the North. I'm thinking I saw you on another one. What other have you rode any others? Maybe it was. Have you guys been to Denver?
No, but we were posting a bunch because we were in Arkansas this winter, like posting a bunch on the Stravas that were already set over there, but haven't got any other underground circuits.
Okay, cool.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
I was just gonna ask, is that Bentonville, the Wheelorama, is that gonna be going during Float Life Fest?
Yes.
Oh, so yeah, we'll be doing that one.
Nice.
We want to go to Oregon too, man. That one sounds sweet.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I think, and we'll go into this later, but Austin, he's running all of them, and he's going up to, I think, Oregon after ORL. So.
Yeah, he's really he's living the dream, that guy.
Yeah, because now aren't they they're going the nomad lifestyle, right? Like they sold their property or they're renting it or something, and they're just driving and riding everywhere. I'm jealous. I wish I could do that.
We wanted to do that, and then reality kicked in.
Yeah. Reality always gets in the way.
I know. What's going on?
All right, so at this point now, let's take a look at the standings for the North tracks. You guys have hit a bunch of these, and you're on there, so what we're going to start with is Nevada City, Hoot. Okay, first place, we got Austin. Second place, we got you, Addo. Nice work. Third place, we got Floaty. Fourth, we got Neil. Fifth, we got you, Logan. Good stuff.
1 second from Neil. I'm coming for you.
Yeah. And then, sixth, we got Jafari, your relative. Seventh, Dragon Wizard. Who's Dragon Wizard? Soulrider.
I heard of him.
Do you know?
Dragon Wizard is from... I don't know for sure. I'm not going to say.
I have no idea who Dragon Wizard is. Maybe he's using some magic to get those times or something.
Check those lines.
Yeah. Okay. Then eighth, we got Zach Zinn. Okay, funny story. Today I was one-wheeling in Venice Beach, like my normal route. I ran into Zach Zinn on the Venice Pier.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, hey, a one-wheeler. Then I get a little closer. I'm like, oh, it's Zach. He's been traveling a lot, too. So he's hit lots of tracks, both in the north and south. He's on boards for both.
Yeah. Zach actually met up with us when we were hitting the north segments. He was there almost every morning. It was awesome riding with him. We love Uncle Zach, bro.
Yeah, I think you mentioned you guys were in Monterey together.
Yeah.
He's here. He's headed north up to the San Jose races. He's hitting everything. I was thinking he might be the first one to hit all 20 tracks north and south. Because he's going to hit San Luis Obispo. I think he said maybe after San Jose he's going to the Fresno ones.
Oh.
So, yeah. You guys going to Fresno?
Yeah, we're planning after San Jose to try to jump out to Fresno and maybe even hit Bud's Bypass, but I was kind of bummed because they're only open on the weekends.
All right. So you got to time it perfectly with that one.
Yeah. Do you know if we can still ride up there and hit Bud's Bypass? Technically,
you can, but you got to climb up there. You guys rode it, so you remember it's about in the middle of the mountain.
Okay.
Hit me up because there is a way to drive up there. I don't think it's technically legal, but we can get you up halfway.
Yeah. Okay. So plan accordingly for that one. Back to the standings. So Zach was in 8th, Will 9th, and then 10th we got Mercedes.
Woo!
So that's the top 10 on Nevada City Hoot. let's move on to the next one, which is Sacramento Connector. What'd you guys think about this one?
I like that one a lot. What'd you think about it? Yeah, the one in Auburn.
Oh, very dry, hot. Fell into a bush of poison oak.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think after a
poison oak in
couple,
Hawaii?
no poison oak, no poison ivy, none of that stuff. But that one was fun. It was actually one of my favorite ones too. After you did it a few times, you kind of got the hang of it, and you find the actual like main line to take, and then you can hit it real fast.
Nice. All right, let's look at the standings for that one. So first, we got Austin. Second, Floaty. Third, Jafari. Fourth, Logan. Nice work.
No.
We got a tie for fifth between you, Addo, and Mercedes at 3 minutes 45 seconds. Seventh.
Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes is getting up there. Seventh, we got Dragon Wizard again. Okay, so Dragon Wizard is hitting some of the tracks. Eighth, Elijah. I think this is one of the only ones he's on. Ninth, we got Tim. And then 10th, we got Wade. So that's the standings for Sacramento Connector. Let's get into the next one, which is going to be San Francisco Float Pack Ecology. So yeah, you mentioned this one already a little bit. Seems kind of crazy. Seems busy. Seems like try to either do it at night with flashlights or do it real early in the morning maybe.
Yeah. You can get a fast time, too, if there's no one out there. I bet you could get a whipping. The crown's still up there. I mean, I think someone could claim that one.
Yeah. Okay, let's look at the standings for that one. Okay, so Floaty's got first in that one, followed by Jafari in second. Logan, you're in third. Hey, you guys are tied. Addo and Logan tied for third. Nice work. And you're beating Austin on that one. This one has probably got the most like leeway because you never know if somebody's going to get in the way. Like if there's people in the way, you know, like maybe Austin got caught up behind somebody or something.
Yeah. Totally.
Jacob Rivera is in sixth. C's is in seventh, tied with Will for seventh. And then in ninth, we got Dirtfish Morgan. In 10th, we got Zach Zinn.
Nice.
So sweet, yeah, that was San Francisco Float Pack Ecology. Another one where you got to kind of plan ahead. Other advice on that one was have a team.
Like blockers.
Yeah, have somebody go ahead and clear the path for you.
Which one was this?
San Francisco.
San Francisco. Have somebody clear the way like a bulldozer on the way through.
Yeah, be on your cell phone and be like, hey, it's clear, ready to go.
Yeah. Have spotters. All right, let's get into the next one. This is Menlo Park Bushwacker.
Yeah, I like out of the two that are in San Jose, which technically this is Menlo Park. This is the one out of the two that I like the most. So
standings wise, Floaty's got this. She's got first. Austin's got second. Alex Bible's got third. I met Alex this past weekend actually because he and some of the Santa Cruz crew came down to LA for the Flux Movement Freedom Ride. We had probably about 200 people, I'm going to guess. It was crazy. So I met Alex Bible, cool guy, and he's racing and he's doing well. He's on third on this one. Jacob Rivera is tied for fourth with Jafari. Addo, you're in sixth. And Logan, you're in seventh. Will's in eighth, tied with Zach for eighth. And then 10th, we got Mercedes. So that is Menlo Park Bushwacker. Let's get into the next one, which is going to be San Jose Border Crossing. And this is the one to hit if you're going to the San Jose races because it's close.
it's about 15 minutes away, and a warning that it's kind of an odd spot. Park on the street, and you actually kind of have to walk around a fence. That's why it's called Border Crossing. But once you get through the fence and up to the top of that little peak, you're kind of on your own, and it's a fun little spot to hang out at. And I don't think anybody will bother you up there. And there's no other traffic, so it's just whoever you bring up there. Although there'll probably be a lot of people there hitting it during ORL.
Yeah, that'll be sweet if a group goes out there.
It was real quick, you know. You got that quick circle on the top of the hill with these really crazy. If you're a regular foot, you're just riding your toe edge like a madman, like just trying not to let the board slip out to try to get speed on your toe edge. It's pretty freaky feeling, but you gotta go for it. You gotta send it on that one if you're gonna get a good time. But what's cool is it doesn't take much battery, and you can kind of keep lapping it, you know.
Let's check out the next one, which is going to be Santa Cruz, my hometown. All the Santa Cruz trails are fun. So, yeah, what did you guys think about this one? Redwood Forest, always awesome.
That one was pretty sweet. Had a lot of roots, a lot of ferns.
Yeah, the Santa Cruz trails are rooty. You got to be ready.
Yeah.
Like, do you guys use flight
And
fins
when
at all, or no? You don't use flight fins, right?
I have one.
You
I
have
have a
one?
back flight fin.
Yeah, we both ride shark fin style. That's how we like it.
It's kind of the way to go. Keep that back foot
Stay
locked in.
foot locked in, you know.
Yeah,
Stay foot locked in.
yeah. Because those roots will
That one-
bounce your feet around.
That one was crazy. The roots, like when you're trying to go top speed on a Strava and you got to deal with roots and like, you know, it's not a full text section. Like that's a big challenge when you're really trying to push it. You know, those little bonker roots and stuff. Those ones are the ones. You know.
Yeah,
I like that. That's one of my favorites, I think, so far that I've ridden. Though it's definitely challenging.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I've ridden woodcutters, but not for the circuit this year. But I think I'll be able to hit that one on my way to San Jose because my parents live in Santa Cruz, so I'm staying there. So yeah, I'm gonna try to hit that. Okay, let's check out the standings for this one. First, we got Floaty again, followed by Jafari, followed by Dev, Santa Cruz local. Then we got you, Addo, in 4th, and Logan, you're in 5th. 6th, we got Jacob Rivera. 7th, we got Floatin' Joe, who I think last time we didn't know who he was exactly, me and Floaty, but Soulrider, you know.
Yeah, it's Joey out of Utah. He's running the Utah Salty Trails. He came out, I actually rode it with him. So
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so another out-of-state person who's actually on the leaderboard, though. That's awesome. Okay, following Joe, we got Will in 8th, Alex Bible in 9th. So yeah, I don't think he lives in Santa Cruz directly, but he lives close to there. And then 10th, we got Jeremiah Osborne. All right, so yeah, that's Santa Cruz. Let's check out the next one, which is going to be Monterey Pro Rides Watchtower. First place, we got Floaty. Second place, we got Jacob Rivera, who he lives in that area, so I think he's probably been able to hit it a bunch of times. Third, we got you, Addo, tied with Jafari for 3rd. Nice work, guys. Floatin' Joe again is here at 5th. Alex Bible 6th. Logan.
Oh, what? He got me.
He got
Alex,
you.
he's the guy. He got me at the Seek and Shred too.
Did he? So
I got 3rd. He got 2nd at Seek and Shred and had like an 18-year-old get 1st. But yeah, man, Alex is a great rider. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, he's fast. And, I mean, he only beat you by 1 second, right? He's 1 second.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Me and him are neck and neck for sure. He's a great rider.
So then you're in 7th. We got Zach Zinn at 8th. I think Zach is going to hit some of these trails again, too, is what he was telling me. And then we got Wade at 9th. Gerade R in 10th. Don't recognize that name. That's the first time I think we've seen it on here.
No, I don't recognize that.
Don't know who Gerade R is, but he's got 10th place.
Nice.
Okay, so the next one we got is going to be San Luis Obispo, Shooters. We only got 5 people on this track, so anyone who goes is definitely getting on the top 10. We got Floaty in 1st, Daniel, who's the local there, in 2nd, Tori's in 3rd, Kendo's in 4th, Danger Pony is in 5th. Okay, another one of these names that's not a real name, Danger Pony. Don't know who that is. Danger Pony and Dragon Wizard.
I don't know who Danger Pony is.
Danger Pony and Dragon Wizard should link up and do some segments together.
By the way, I looked up Dragon Wizard. Dragon Wizard is from Austin. He's actually already have an invite to the finals through Austin
Oh, wow.
Underground. So
Okay.
he must have hit that when he was at Shredfest. Those other ones.
Yeah. Okay, another out-of-state person. That's awesome. People are like, hitting tracks when they're visiting.
San Luis is like borderline south.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah,
on the
it's the furthest one south.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time to hit it on the way up or down from Santa Cruz or from San Jose, but maybe I will. Hit up Dan if you go to that one. I heard that one's a little tricky to get to the starting point on, but he'll help you figure it out.
So I hear it's pretty fast and flowy down. It looks a lot like a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
I mean, I loved the slow track last year, Hazard's Peak.
Yeah.
That one was sweet. Okay, so yeah, only 5 people on that board. If anybody who goes to that one is going to be on the board, the top 10. So get to San Luis Obispo if you can. Okay, moving on to the next one now. We got Fresno, Blue Oak 2. This is your track, Soulrider.
Yeah, so that's half of the Blue Oak from last year. I know a lot of people, it's hard to get to. Not a lot of people want to come to Fresno. No hate here, I get it. But a lot of people really like the trail, and it's the more entertaining section of it, so it's cut in half. It gets hot here, but it's a fun trail to ride.
So is it the first half of it then?
The second half of it,
The
actually.
second half. So the part where you're on the edge of the cliff that goes down into the lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hit that one on the way to the finals last year when we went to the underground racing finals up on China Peak, and we hit that one just for fun, even though the race was over. And it was, honestly, out of last year's tracks, it was one of my favorites. So
yeah,
fast.
it's fun. It's fast because it's pretty smooth. There's not too many rocks, or there's
Right.
like 0 roots, I think. So even though there's that edge that goes down to the water, it's pretty like chill to ride. All right, so this one, Jafari's in first.
Yeah.
So
So
Jafari and Will made it out to this one. Will's got second. We got Kendo in third, Danger Pony in fourth, Sipo fifth, Robert Francis sixth, Danny Gonzalez seventh.
My locals here down in Fresno, Kendo, Sipo, well, a couple locals on there, so that's cool that we're seeing them on the circuit and they're traveling. They're hitting more than one trail, so cool.
Yeah, another one where only 7 people on that, so if you can get out there, get in the top 10, no problem.
We're hoping to hit that one after the ORL event.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's Floaty's plan too.
Perfect.
So you guys will be going against him, but I think his plan is to hit, after San Jose, is to get the Fresno ones.
Coming for you, Floaty.
Nice.
All right, let's keep going. That brings us to the last one in the north, which is Bud's Bypass. This is the one in the China Peak Ski Resort.
Breakdown on this before you go over the standings. It was part of the finals. It's about halfway down the mountain. It's one of the more flowy sections of China Peak. Benefits of China Peak, you could ride the lifts, so you're not having to worry about battery. It's all downhill. To me, it's a great section. So yeah, hit it up, and if you need any insight, just message me, and I'll try to give you some info on how to get up there. And like I said, I might go up there this Sunday. So
maybe don't start with a full battery on that one if you're headed down right at the beginning.
It's best not to, but the benefit of it is that you cut across the mountain before you get to that section. And the top section is not really steep, so I've never had an overgen issue there. But yeah, if you can hit it with 90%, or if you have a full battery when you get there, just cruise around in the lodge area, the parking lot, and burn some down before you head up on the lift.
Okay.
Yeah, the chairlift feature with your Onewheel is honestly unbeatable. That is like how Soulrider said, like, make a day of it.
Yeah.
Like you're going on a snowboard trip. Like, it's so freaking fun to buy a pass and just go up and down, never charging once the whole time at the finals. We never charged and rode all day. It was great.
Yeah. That was sick.
This guy won the amateur too, by the way.
Yeah. Shout out Addo. Throwback to finals last year. I always love that picture of you holding all the cash, the winning prize money.
That was so cool. Soulrider had it all in one. So it was like a stack like that. So classic.
Yeah, so great
guys are
event.
awesome.
Yeah, underground finals are always sweet. So okay, so let's look at the standings on this one. Another one, only 4 people. Jafari's got first. Will's got
Nice.
second. Ken does
So
third.
close.
Yeah, Danger Pony's fourth. So yeah, this is like the one that has the least amount of people. Hopefully in this last month, we can get more people out there. Hopefully people go after San Jose. You guys can hit it. It's going to be sweet. So
It's out of the way, but the only reason I put it in there is because I feel like it's worth the trip personally.
Definitely.
It's worth going up there if you guys can get a chance. And even if it's not something you can ride during the season, like you said, nothing better than riding lifts on a one wheel.
yeah, I agree. All right, guys, so that's the North standings. Shout out to the Hawaiians for joining us. Great work on the races. Best of luck in the San Jose races and all the other stuff. Awesome work setting up your own Hawaiian circuit. Everybody get out there if you can. I personally would love to go ride in Hawaii. Got to figure out a way to make that happen.
Yeah, come out. Like I said, we'd be love to host you guys and give anybody pointers on how to get your boards in our island and all that kind of good stuff, because we've got it all figured out at this point. Another thing I wanted to say while I'm on the air with you guys on this official Uno episode is, really when it comes down to these races, like we all love them so much, and a lot of people put a lot of hard work into them. You guys in particular, and just the whole vibe. It takes the whole crew, the whole family to make it happen. And I just really want to emphasize, keeping honor. Keeping the honor system going, not cutting trails, not trying to cheat your way onto the standings, because I know a lot of that can kind of go by when the competition's hot and everything like that. And, you'll do almost anything to get on the board sometimes. But, I'm glad that you guys review the Strava lines and everything. But really, I just want to, especially for Hawaii, is we need to keep an honor system. We got a lot of trails. I noticed that they have cutting points. And I just want to emphasize, please stay on the original track and try your best out there, and let's just keep that honor system alive so we all can just keep loving the sport,
Yeah, respect to that. Especially respect to, even if it's not your racing, but just respect to the trails and the environment too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, racing obviously is competitive in nature, but having good vibes and having fun is even in some ways more important. So like you said, don't cheat. You're just cheating yourself. If you get a better time and you cheated, it's no good. So
we'll bring it to the committee for review.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good stuff. Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
Cheers.
We'll see you on the trails.
Cheers, bro.
Guys. Thanks.
One love. See you guys.
All right, now let's get into some sponsor sessions. Okay, first up, we got Bob Stoke Shop sponsoring Float Pack Ecology in San Francisco.
Bob.
Next up, we got the San Diego Onewheel Riders. They are sponsoring Ford Crossing in San Diego. Okay, next up, we got a collab sponsorship. Everyone pitched in on this one together. Wheel Fun Stuff, Neil's Fun Stuff, Stoke Saver, and Fun Culture. They're sponsoring Steel Bridge in San Diego. And finally, we got Los Angeles Onewheel, my crew. We're sponsoring Sarah Negro in Los Angeles.
Nice.
Shout out again to all the sponsors. As always, they really help make this happen. Make there actually be some prize money. Make the finals a reality.
By the way, I love to see these local groups pitching in, just because it's so grassroots to have that. So thanks. Even not that I don't appreciate everybody, but just a little more appreciation for these local groups that are willing to pitch in for the Stoke.
Yeah, and we're still accepting sponsorships. So if you want to get in on this, help out, get in front of the one-wheel racing community, there's still time. Hit us up. We'll make it happen. All right, let's get into the Circuit South standings now. Okay, first one is Santa Barbara Sandpit. And first place, we got Floaty. Second place, we got One Wheelie PP, Pedro Santiago. After the last one, he actually messaged me and said, "Hey, I'm Pedro." So he's in second. He's a Santa Barbara local. He rides with Louis. He's one of the other Santa Barbara locals there. So nice job, Pedro, and holding down second place there. Third, we got Travis. Fourth, we got Louis. 5th, we got Zach Zinn. 6th, we got Bruce Figueroa. Not totally sure who that is. I think June 12th, he was on there earlier. 7th, we got Victor. 8th, AJ. 9th, Neil. 10th, Steve, the Santa Barbara ambassador.
AJ and some of the San Diego crew going all the way up to Santa Barbara. That's a long haul for those guys.
Yeah, San Diego crew has been all over the place, and they're on the boards there. Let's move on to the next one. Santa Barbara Lake Loop Carved Narrows. Okay, first place, we got Floaty. 2nd, Travis. 3rd, Neil. 4th, Zach. 5th, AJ. Tied for 5th with Louie. 7th, we got Anshul. Tied for 7th with Bruce. 9th, we got Steve. And 10th, we got Tori. And there's like...
I remember I missed out on the last Uno, but Floaty was saying he hit that once, and it was one and done, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
He put his best time down on one run.
And his time's holding, and there's like a good gap between, first place time and 10th place time on that one. So get to Santa Barbara if you can. You can still get in there.
Santa Barbara's a good place to visit. Fun crew, fun places to hang out. It's not just about the riding. Some good beach riding there too. So hit it up.
The next one is going to be LA, the Whoops. I know that people hit this one this past weekend because they came up for the Flux Freedom Ride in LA. So first place, we got Floaty. 2nd place, we got Victor. So Victor got the Float Life FAF rails on his board. Then he went and hit the Whoops again and beat his own time. So he was telling me he thinks the rails had something to do with that. So shout out to the Float Life for the rails.
Well, with the Whoops, it's nice to have that extra elevation on your tail so you can come down off those whoops without scraping. So yeah. I could see that.
Yeah. I think he said it was like he wasn't dragging his tail at all. Whereas on the just normal rail, like stock rails, he was dragging tail. Okay, so then we got 3rd, Knock. 4th, Dave. 5th, Drew. 6th, Jordan. 7th, Josh. 8th, AJ. 9th, Scott. 10th, Nikki.
Nice.
And nice work, everybody. Okay, let's move on to the next LA track. It's going to be Sarah Negro. I actually hit this one last week. It's fun. It's the challenging part is it's got some ruts and some kind of divots that go into the middle. And there's part it's on kind of a cliff, but it's not too sketchy. It's mostly kind of flat with some downhills, some fun little berms. It ends in an uphill, and so the uphill's kind of steep. So I don't know, depending on how heavy you are, how powerful your board is, you might have to jump off and run up the rest of the hill at the end. But that one is fun. So yeah, check out Sarah Negro if you can. Let's look at the standings now. Floaty is in 1st. Travis is in 2nd. We got Josh in 3rd. We got Ted in 4th. We have a tie for 5th with Neil and Knock. We have a 4-way tie for 7th with Zach, Victor, Scott, and Jordan.
Wow.
This one is short, so the times could be pretty tight. Like, in between, like, 1st place and 7th place is only, like, 18 seconds.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with when we get shorter ones, too. And Sierra Negro was the one that we cut in half, right? Was that the one that we cut?
That one got cut short, but I think that was a good choice, like Floaty mentioned on the last Uno, because the ending of it is a perfect loop around spot to get back to the front, like the starting point. Yeah. And like getting back to the starting point, our boards were overheating going up the hill. And I mean, we were there like kind of in the afternoon, so it does get hot there. But I think that was a good choice. You can run it way more times, and it is a good run as it is. So cool. I think that was a good choice. Still room to get into that one, so yeah, hit up Sarah Negro. Okay, let's keep going. We're going to go to Vertigo in LA.
This is the one I'm excited about hitting. I'm going to come down to LA for sure. And few people have mentioned this is their favorite, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, you know, Bradford told me it was his favorite. Victor has said it's his favorite. I actually haven't got out to it yet. I need to do that maybe this week. So yeah, I've been slacking on Vertigo. I'm a little like hesitant about the cliff stories of people losing their board down the cliff. But I've also heard that the trail is pretty smooth. So as long as you don't screw up somehow, like you probably won't go over the cliff. Hopefully. Here's to not going over the cliff. But yeah, people like Vertigo. Standings, let's check it out. We got Floaty in first, Josh in second, Knock in third, Travis in fourth, Victor in fifth, Neil in sixth, Joe in seventh, Jordan in eighth, Tori in ninth, and Scott in 10th. Nice work on Vertigo.
Nice.
Okay, moving on to the next one. This is going to be Los Angeles' last one. Wheel Dead, Scoliosis. Okay, Floaty in first. I think he's first in all the LA tracks and most of the South tracks. Knock is in second. This is his home track. He picked it out. Josh is in third. Fourth, we got Victor. Travis is in fifth. Sixth, we got Zach. AJ, seventh. Neil, eighth. Ted, ninth. And Scott in 10th. Okay, so that was Scoliosis. So now we're moving down to San Diego. San Diego, Steel Bridge. First, we got Floaty. Second, Kyle. Third, Ricky. Fourth, Zach. Fifth, Travis. Sixth, Scott. Seventh, Ted. 8, David Lockwood. 9th, Allie. And 10th, Joe. Pretty sure Joe is going back down to San Diego, he was telling me, so we might see him move up a little bit.
Good to see Allie on there.
Yeah, I hope she gets to some more of them. I'm kind of assuming she's going to San Jose for the races, so hopefully we'll see. I think maybe in this last month we'll see a bunch of people start hitting a bunch of them.
Yeah, I'm guessing that a lot of people are waiting to go north for
Yeah, you might as well combine the trip, right? Like, hit a bunch of the tracks in the north while you go up on the San Jose trip. Okay, let's keep going. San Diego, Snake Trail. First, we got Floaty. Second, Kyle. Third, Scott. Fourth, Ricky. Fifth, Travis. Sixth, Ted. Seventh, Satori Watts McKenna. This is like one of the only ones he's on, I think.
Yeah. I talked to him, by the way. I was surprised that he wasn't hitting more, and he was saying he was focusing more on surfing and a couple other things. So,
yeah,
prop to him. But anybody that doesn't know Satori, he really killed it last year. And I want to say he might have came in second in the finals. So
he was at the finals. He did good. I mean, follow your passion. You know, like if surfing is more what you're into, do that. But he's on this one, so that's good.
Yeah.
Keep going. We got Neil in 8th. Alec in 9th, tied with AJ for 9th. Zach is in 11th on this one. Oh, he hit it yesterday, as of the time of this recording. And I don't know if he's going back down or not, but he's in 11th on that. Let's move on to the next one. This is going to be San Diego Highland Valley. Okay, first we got Kyle Hansen. So he's actually above Floaty on this one.
When was that? When did Kyle put that time down?
That was June 18th. Floaty had done it 4 days before that. And they were running them together. Like Floaty went down to San Diego. Him and Kyle hit a bunch of them together. And then Kyle went back and took first place, and only by 1 second. So another one where it's close. Travis is in 3rd. Ted is in 4th. Scott is in 5th. David is in 6th. Ricky is in 7th. Zach is in 8th. Neil is in 9th. And AJ is in 10th.
Cool. Good competition down there in San Diego. Those guys are battling it out. So
just like basically 1 minute and 4 seconds in between first place and 10th place. So room to get in there somewhere. Okay, let's move on. This is the last track. San Diego, 4 crossings. Okay, Kyle's in first on this one. So he took that one away from Floaty too. Floaty's in second. Travis is in third. Jesse is in fourth. It's like the only one Jesse's on. Tyler's in fifth. Also one of the only ones Tyler's on. He's tied for fifth with Ricky. Seventh is Jordan. Victor is in eighth. Tied for eighth with Ted. And then we got a two-way tie for 10th with David and Allie. Or three-way, sorry, with Neil also. Okay, so yeah, that is 4 crossings. Okay, so that was the individual track standings. Now let's look at the overall standings for North and South. We're going to start with the North. First place, Jafari.
Jafari, man, that's brand new. Looks like he's got 9 of those tracks in the north, so they've been putting down some time.
Yeah, so he since the last Uno, he took that away from Floaty, who is in second. Although Floaty's going to go hit some of the Fresno tracks, so I think we might see him bump back up. We got Addo in third. Will is in fourth. Logan is in fifth. So the Hawaiians have 4
Basically
of the
control.
5 top, like in that one.
Nice.
Austin is in sixth. He's only hit 5 tracks as compared to, like 7, 9, 8. So like if he hits some of the other ones, like the other 5 in the north, he can move up.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest though. Austin's been hitting all the circuits all over. I want to say he's traveling from Utah probably to ORL right now. So. And he's pretty much taken first in most of the circuits that he's visited. So I think he's probably waiting to attack on the north here, but still.
Well, and like so you did the episode with the Mile High Trail trials with Riley and Enrique, and they mentioned that Austin came through there. So he's traveling, but now he's coming back to California. So I'm assuming he knows when the season ends. He's going to go to San Jose races, and I bet you he's going to hit those last 5, at least in the north. See if he comes to the south.
Him and Mercedes, which she's running fast too. So
also, it's like to clarify, the top 3 in both the north and the south get invites to the finals, right?
Correct. Yeah.
So like if Austin gets top 3 in the north, he doesn't really need to come to the south, or anybody who gets top 3 in either one doesn't really need to go to the other one. But that's a gamble because you don't know. Like somebody might come and knock out your times. But basically just trying to get top 3 in either one is probably the best strategy.
Yeah, example like Brandon LaCour, he took a spot at SoFlo and at Austin. I gave him the choice of who he wanted to represent. He's currently living in Austin, so he's going to represent Austin. And by the way, the goal is there's going to be mostly individual races, but we're also going to do some team stuff to represent your local circuit. So it does matter who you're representing and how you want to represent the team. So
then here's a question with Brandon's thing. Like, does that mean if he chooses Austin, does the next person in Florida, like number 4 or whatever, get invited? Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so now keep going down this list. We got. Austin is in 6th. Zach Zinn is in 7th. Jacob is in 8th. Alex Bivel on here in 9th. Nice. And then we got 10th. Kendo.
Local here in Fresno.
Nice. So that's the top 10 in the north. Now let's move down to the south. First place, we got Floaty. Second place, Travis. Third place, Neil. Fourth place, Victor. Fifth place, AJ. Sixth, we got Zach. Seventh, we got Scott. Eighth, we got Ted. Ninth, we got Kyle. And then 10th, we got Knock.
So something I'm impressed with is Neil's really putting it down at third. I know he did well last year, but I think he was hurt last year. So I'm, nothing against Travis and those guys. Those guys are expected, but Neil's kind of a surprise. AJ at fifth, which AJ's fast, but he's obviously having some fun out there and putting some.
Well, yeah.
down.
Now, so like I think before last Uno, maybe I think Floaty might have or Victor and Floaty were maybe the only person who had hit all 10 in the South. But now we got Neil has hit all 10, AJ has also hit all 10. Travis is at 9. Like, he just needs to get one more. So yeah, like it's pretty close in here, and like people are starting to now hit all the tracks in the area. So that's awesome.
Very cool.
All right, so those are the overall standings as of now. San Jose races are this coming weekend. People are going to be hitting underground circuit tracks, I think, at the same time.
We'll see you all there.
So,
if you do have extra time, I suggest, a lunch break over at Border Crossing, which is 15 minutes away, 30 minutes to Bushwacker. You can get another hour to Santa Cruz, which is totally worth the fun ride. A little bit further than that is Monterey, which is some of the favorites, and I probably one of my favorites so far is Watchtower. So,
well, and San Francisco is maybe an hour from San Jose. That's five.
Yeah,
that's 5 tracks all in the Bay Area, Greater Bay Area, basically.
Yeah.
So you
and
could
I'm thinking about hitting buds up at China Peak on Sunday. If anybody wants to join, we can attack it in a group. So remember, if you're coming into town for that, you could only hit China Peak on the weekends. You
keep
might
that in
be able
mind.
to get up there without lifts, but your life is going to be a lot more entertaining with the lifts.
Yeah. Well, and we're in the final month, so there's only a limited amount of weekends left, like 3 or something too, right? So.
And let's be honest, there's enough tracks out there this year. You don't need to hit them all. I think good times at half the tracks are going to get you the same as just hitting all 10 and not doing that well anyway. So I don't feel like you have to hit them all. We have a lot more this year to let people access them, but you can make top 3 easily without having to hit all 10.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Good stuff. It's been the Uno. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, see ya.
Cheers.